and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Friday the what is it? 15th? Friday the 15th of May. The days are passing us by. Heading home. It's kind of a bit funny because it's all cloudy up this way, but in the other direction it's blue skies and nice. What's all that about? So yeah, ending another busy week at work. It's been the usual kind of hectic mayhem that I've grown accustomed to recently. Yeah, it's been busy again. I mean, still with all the cafes and everywhere shut, you're kind of thinking, well,
warning, K-band.
Won't it slow down at some point? But people keep buying coffee one way or the other off me. So mostly for home, domestic use. Still seeing a few businesses setting off now, and getting into doing takeout sort of things. So we're seeing a few existing customers back open again, which is good. You know, at least some people are managing to sell stuff. But other than that, yeah, it's been good. I did Wednesday. I did 3 batches in a row through the new big roaster. So 60 kilos of coffee total roasted in about an hour and a half. Would have taken me like a few days with a smaller one. Well, it wouldn't take a few days. It's probably been an all-day job to get 60 kilos done. So yes, first sort of back-to-back roasting with it. Testing my skills, different origins. Put some Monsoon Malabar through first, and that went okay. Bit smoky. Still just working on. In fact, today I've been sealing around the door to clear the chaff out. There's quite a big door for clearing the chaff, and that didn't really get a really good seal on it. It literally just sort of clamps closed. So, which is fine for just sort of general running, you know, roasting right to the end of the roast, no problem. The problem I was having, or I have, is
K-band radar.
Once the roast is complete and I put it into the cooling tray and turn the cooling fans on, they are so ludicrously powerful. As soon as I put them on and they start sucking through, where are you going? You ain't going to get through, you loon. There's someone coming up behind me and I thought he was going to dive in at the last minute. As soon as they start sucking air over the beans and blowing it out again, because I joined the cooling to the main ducting, just because I didn't fancy running 2 lots of 300mm diameter ducting all the way outside. But yeah, when I put that on, it causes some sort of negative pressure effect. So the cooling, not cooling, the chaff collector, that starts blowing smoke out like nobody's business as soon as I put the cooling on. So I'm slowly just trying to seal up every little gap I can find in that where it is leaking to make it completely airtight. The reason for that, I think, is twofold. I think the first problem is maybe because I'm joining the cooling into the exhaust ducting. I expected it to like pull out the smoke with it as it joined, and I'm wondering now if it's like creating a wall as it joins that sort of is backing up the pressure into the chaff collector. The other problem I've got really is the length of the ducting is longer than TOPA suggests to have. I'm on about 15 meters in full for the length of ducting. I'm sure it's about 12, they say, and then you should start getting an intermediate fan to help suck the smoke out, because you're trying to send it so far and the fan in the roaster itself isn't powerful enough to send it all that way. So but if I can seal up the chaff collector, then pretty much that, and just tweaking how I do it, because I found it was a lot better if I dropped the roast to cool with the mixer on, but without the cooling fans on, and when all the beans are out I can close the drum, and if I close the drum then put cooling on, it doesn't have as much of an effect. I don't know why that is, but it doesn't. So we'll be playing around with that more as do more roasts and just nailing it down, but I think I'll pretty much get there. It'll be pretty smoke free, and I've got to be fair, you know, you're roasting a heck of a lot of coffee, you can't expect to have no smoke, and there isn't that much compared to what I get off the smaller roaster in the little room, especially from the cooling. When I drop the coffee out to cool, there's loads of smoke comes in that room, and you don't, I mean, there might be as much, but you just don't see it because I'm in a bigger space now, so it just disappears, but I don't know. Right, let me go and drop the parcels in, and then I shall be back for Mr. Nillis's few words of wisdom. See you in a minute. Okay, back from dropping the many parcels. We shall see if we can get Mr. Nillis's words of wisdom to play fair. Okay, so Mr. Nillis says, me, as I have been to Greenhead Park on Monday, lovely, get out to the park, enjoy the sunshine. Oh, it's brilliant last Saturday, wasn't it? Sun, whoa, roasting. In fact, I didn't really do much at work for a change. Took everyone over because I wanted to do some shopping in Halifax as well, and did a few bits and got some orders moved and things, but that was it. Then went home and sat out in the back garden in the sun and had a barbecue. It was lovely. The 75th anniversary of Thomas the Tank Engine the past Tuesday. So there you are. Thomas the Tank Engine is an old engine now. And the death of Jerry Stiller. Yes, well, they are. Right, let's get a move on. Oh, there's a tractor coming. I think we'll get going before him. Right, so we've got a little stop off on the way, because I've got a delivery of coffee to make. It wants me to go left and up that wiggly lane there. I think we'll try it. I've never been up that wiggly lane, but I get the impression it's kind of steep and narrow and weird. But won't it be a bit of an interesting adventure for us to go up the wiggly lane that I've never been up before, eh? Because yeah, so I got an order for an AeroPress and filter papers, and literally he's just up this road. So I was like, well, I'm going to be driving past him. There's no point paying Hermes, dropping it off at the petrol station, which is like a few minutes away, and then the Hermes guy collects it and takes it somewhere else to come all the way back again. So, ooh, we shall stop and let the car pass. Oh God, what a hill. It's a rumbly old hill, this one. Well done handbrake, or virtual handbrake anyway. So yeah, I thought I'd drop this off and we can have a lovely view up this road, although it is a bit rumbly, isn't it? I didn't realise it was going to be quite this rumbly. Or steep. Wow. You're going to have a good clutch to get up here, aren't you? Woohoo! Up the hill we go. Right, so it looks like we're getting the end of the cobbly road. So at least I now know, mystery, what was up this road. So there you go, up the road. Oh, it's a bit better now, isn't it? God, good old cobbled roads. They're already back in the day when it was horse and cart time. Not so great now. There's all these places up here I never knew existed. Fascinating, isn't it? Oh, someone's got a Porsche with his top down. We're still going up. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Still going up here. We're going to find Coley View, apparently, which is going to be a turn. I'm going to have a couple of little turns, and then it's going to be a right turn after that, according to Mr. Satnav. Coley View. So, right, some little ones up here. Where's he going? Shoulder of... Oh, is he lost as well? mutton. Must be after this Coley View. Road down here. That's gonna be it. Whoa, 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 whoa. A road with no... Ah, it is, yes, it's opposing me, that is why. Right, Coley View.
Warning, risk zone, speed limit,
Down, and it
30
should be on the
miles
left,
per
number
hour.
22. Well, there's 24 there. So if that's 24, I'm assuming 22 would be this one here, maybe. So let's just back him up a bit. So, right, so I'm going to have to stop a moment to call. Well, 26 is there. That doesn't make no sense. Okay, delivery done. Super confusing street. So normally it's like odds and evens on either side. So it would be, you go down in twos because on the other side's the opposing one. And this one, it's down in numerical order. So what I thought was 22 because 24 was actually 25. And then the next one down was 23 after 24. I thought, that's strange. And then there was 22, and no one was in, but just as I was befuddling what to do, the guy drove up, so dropped off all nicely. He's got his coffee, hope he's happy. So we can now resume our journey home. Let's extract ourselves from this little place. So that was exciting, wasn't it? These sort of exciting things make my day. Delivering coffee to random people. Or coffee makers, or whatever else. So let's see if we can get out of here, because it looks like it's a particularly dangerous junction. So now what we can do, we should be able to hang a right down here, and it would bring us back on our normal road. We can actually head straight up, and literally pick up the road from straight up instead, just for a change. Just not happy about passing these with a narrow road and the bends. And we're not in such a rush, it's only 5:30. It's not like we need to get home or anything. So what could I do? I could go left here up the Northarum Road. They're going up, methinks. I'll do be that. I might get past them at some point along here, I don't know. I don't really know. Give way to cyclists. Yeah, right, we can get all the way up this one then, and then head right and hit Shelf roundabout at an odd angle. Talking of odd angles, this is a bit of a not particularly warned about. Like mini roundabout thing. Go on, birdie. Don't want to squash you. And it's not very well painted, so you could just fly over that without even realising. So yeah, it's a busy week. Roasted loads of coffee on the small roaster, done 60 kilos on the big one, and pretty much a large proportion of it has gone. I've not been even sitting on coffee, so that's good. It's moving in many different strange ways, but it's going places. Had a load of orders for the Shmoo milkshakes now. Obviously warm weather's coming and whatever else, so places seem to want to get involved with that. So been umming and ahhing whether this is problem with everything at the moment. I'm kind of destocking on stuff. Well, do I want to buy loads in because, you know, we don't know when we're going to be out of lockdown for cafes and restaurants that are the main buyers for this stuff. So if I buy loads of stock now, I could just be sitting on it. But then people are buying stuff and I can't just not send them it. I mean, well, I could just say, oh, well, I'm just not getting any more in at the moment because coronavirus and lockdown and everything. But I don't know. I'm kind of like you know, it's got to get better, hasn't it? And people are going to start doing more takeout, I think, because, you know, they need to do something. They need to sell. A lot of places, one way or the other, they need to be selling coffee. So we're joining from a different direction and back on the normal route again.
Warning.
There you are.
K-band. Radar. Check speed.
So you can get to the same place from a totally different direction. How about that, eh? It's amazing, isn't it? So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've had to commit to a load of stock in the end because I had an order for a big starter kit and I didn't really want to like refund that one. And I did owe some tubs and milkshake out because I'd run out of those, so I was going to have to do an order somehow. So I've kind of committed myself now, which means I've got to commit myself to trying to sell more of that as well as coffee and everything else. So when the stock comes in, it'll be a big push to promote the milkshakes. But I mean, I've pretty much shut down all Google AdWords advertising apart from the bare basics. So I can re-enlist one for the shmoo, and I'm gonna kind of flood the market because it's funny with stuff. Loads of things we never sell any of until we're the cheapest. It's amazing how people either just happen to find you, or they always knew about you, but they always price checked you with everyone else, and if you weren't cheaper, they didn't get it. But as soon as we're cheaper on something than anywhere else, you can guarantee the orders just flood in. It's amazing. Not often it happens because it's pretty difficult to compete with. A lot of the online sellers now are just like doing stuff for buttons. You know, it's not worth the effort. You just wonder why on earth. Because the thing is, there's that many people selling online through websites, the same sort of stuff we're doing, and all they're doing is they're fighting each other by dropping the price. We'll be the cheapest, and then the next lot are the cheapest, so they go the cheapest. And in the end of the day, they're all bringing the price down so low that there's just no margin in it. There's no point selling stuff because you're not making any money. So I long gave up that plan as completely pointless, and I'm going all day anyway to sit just looking at everyone else's websites and going, oh, their syrups are 25p cheaper than me now. I'll have to drop my price. Suicidal kids, always the way, isn't it? They just want to die. The coronavirus isn't going to get you. You just walk in front of a car instead. Why not? What a plan. So yeah, so I'm supposed to get warm again this weekend, maybe. So I might get another barbecue in. I'm planning on doing some painting this weekend. I haven't done any painting in ages. I need to get on with more painting at work. So and we'll be back in work, painting away diligently. See what the orders come in like. See if I can get enough in to maybe fire up the big roaster again. See if my high temp silicone is gonna shore up the chaff collector. Okay. Other than that, been watching quite a few films actually. I've watched all the Mad Maxes for a start. Been through all those. Which is actually quite enjoyable. I watched The Dark Knight Rises. Sort of getting the idea of all these masky ones. Getting the frame of mind to get a face mask. Seeing as that seems to be maybe the next phase of things. They're saying that you need to be wearing a face mask when you're out in public, or you know, if you're going shops and things. They've cut all the verges except this one in the middle here. It's like an ocean of thick green grass. They'll not even get through it if they don't hurry up and do it. Our front got done. Back fence is progressing nicely, the one that got blown down. Absolutely none of it my work, I will hasten to add. Oh, here's Ellis and he's dancing. Oh, he's been desperate to get on camera. So he's going to dance away for us. Oh. I'll just take as long as I can to get up here so you can enjoy Ellis and his amazing adventures. I'll have to tag his golden future game monkey plan channel thing. Golden Gaming Monkeys or something. I don't know what it is. Something like that, whatever. Right, that's it, I'm done. I'm going in, I'm exhausted. I need a rest after all that hard work. Have a good week next week, and I'll see you in next week's coffee vlog. See ya!